Hi again, everyone. This is Joe Henches with Beyond the Chart, and this is the technical analysis of the stock market today. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2014, and the Dow was up 65 points. At one point, it was up 50 points higher than that. I still think there's a possibility we've got a right shoulder forming in here. You know, a lot of times it's not perfectly symmetrical, whereas if it would have held at the dotted line, it'd be perfectly symmetrical. And we've been up for several days in a row now. I think, maybe we had a down day here, but was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6 days. I think the S&P's been up every day. When I look at this on the ADX, I mean, we have no trend going on and it's very low. A lot of times that indicates a big move is coming. We have been just going sideways here for weeks and weeks and weeks. So it wouldn't surprise me to get a big move. The real question is, which way are we going to break out on this thing? And it's really hard to tell right now. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. Again, we had this ABC, kind of a three-wave move to the downside, which is typically a corrective move, which would kind of indicate that, okay, you're getting ready to go up like this. But it's always possible that this, is something else. This is a wave 1 down and then an A, B, C, what they call flat correction, an expanded flat correction in LA wave theory. So I can see two alternative scenarios in here, and we're just going to have to wait to see, does this take out the highs again and push to the new highs that confirms, okay, that we're in an uptrend. Then that would be a wave 1 in an uptrend. We will get a wave 2 pullback. So that's what we're kind of watching to see how this plays out with the market here. The NASDAQ, we're continuing to have the downtrend. Okay, lower lows, lower highs. This did not take out this high. Okay, this is pulled back to the 21 EMA, which is going down at a 45-degree angle. The Russell 2000, same thing, same scenario. So again, pretty solid downtrend. We haven't gotten any kind of an indication yet that we're breaking that downtrend mold. Okay, I think that's it on the indices. See the VIX real low, not really telling us anything new again, except that we're really low. And usually when we get really low is when we start to move in the opposite direction. So it's kind of hard when I look at this. It's hard to think that maybe you can go lower. I mean, let's see if we look at this, we're down around 13. Yeah, you can go down a little bit lower back in here, but the odds are that you're pretty doggone low when it comes to how low. I mean, look at this. This is 14, 15. You're pretty low in terms of where the market typically goes in terms of what the VIX is telling you, which again could mean, okay, does that mean we're topping out? I mean, that may be a signal. The short-term trading index, it's right in the middle, in neutral. We don't have an extreme one way or the other yet, which actually I'm kind of surprised. I thought we might get a little bit more bullish extreme, but we're not getting it. We didn't get it moved to here when we got these, extreme one-day readings, 1 2-day reading up in here. We didn't get the extreme on the 10. So that's about it on those. And I think that's it for the indicators tonight. Let's go ahead, and I want to talk about Canadian solar first. Look at the solar stocks tonight. This I thought was doing an ABC correction, okay, and it pulled down to the 233-day exponential moving or simple moving average SMA, and it's popped off of it. It's closed, nice move here above the 10 EMA, and let's see, did it break that trend line? No. Well, actually, you know what? I realized that's a semi-log, and I took the semi-log off of this because of the move. I changed it. Okay, so it's right at the trend line, slightly broke it today a little bit. So this is worth watching. I'd like to see the 10 get above the 21-day a little bit, just because we're in such a strong downtrend. And let's see, the next one we'll take a look at is First Solar. Now, First Solar, I mean, you know, it had this hell of a move here. I mean, really, really big move, explosive. Now we've corrected back down. Nice trend line that we've got in here. Now we're getting a couple closes above the 10. And actually, you know, I'm thinking that I'm going to put the specifics on a trade idea to enter and try to get in first thing tomorrow morning. We'll see how the trading acts in the first, you know, 15 minutes to 30 minutes tomorrow morning. A lot of times, you know, it's kind of tough. Liquidity on the options are not that great in the first 5 to 15 minutes and even first 45 minutes. So you have to be really careful when you're trying to get into a position in the first hour. But that's what I'm looking at because I think this thing has got the potential to move here. You know, the blue lines cross back above here. And I think, you know, this, if you draw a trend line on the RSI, this broke this trend line, which to me kind of implies that price is going to break this trend line. Okay, because these are the points in the RSI. So I'm thinking that this has got a good chance we may do something in here. So that's it on First Solar. And then Solar City is similar to Canadian Solar, trying to make this turn. Now, Solar City is actually broken this trend line. Let me take this one here because this is on semi-log. Yeah. Okay, but this is a pretty, this is a lot steeper trend line. Okay, so when you break a trend line that's this steep versus something that's, you know, like this, flatter trend line, or let's take a look at, you know, like over in here. You know, when you have a trend line like this, this is a beautiful move here. This is what I would call almost a cup and a handle kind of move with a trend line. I mean, I just love these pictures. These are just beautiful. And then you pop out of that and you get a nice move. This is steep, which tells me that you're probably not going to get this kind of move out of this, which means you're going to get some chop. It's probably going to pop up, and then the 10 is going to come up, try to cross the 21. You're going to get a pullback, and there may be another better time to get into it if it truly is going to go. Otherwise, this may turn around and pull right back down to the downside. So anyway, that's my thought on Solar City. And then the one we got into last night, or the first thing this morning, based on trade ideas, I did post on the webpage, Trade Ideas webpage last night, was to get in as close to the close as you could this morning. And I got in, close was 1392. I ended up getting in at 1420, and we got options in here, made calls, and we got a really nice move today. I think we're going to get a nice pop similar to the pop you got back over in here where it broke this trend line. So we'll kind of watching that one to see if that one can run for us and at least get above the Keltner channel. So, all right, that's it for tonight. Let's see, share the video, you know, tweet it, like it on Facebook, share it on Facebook, share it with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That will give you access to the Trade Ideas webpage. You can download the guide that I've got out there as a freebie to people when you do subscribe. And have a great Wednesday. We'll talk to you again tomorrow night. This has been Joe from Beyond the Chart. Thanks for stopping in.